LA is just an incredible mix of people living together. How do we view a certain city? How do we view different groups of people? What are our relationships to them? How do we begin to go beyond ideas of stereotype? And how do we begin to define ourselves? I think that I decided in order to be true to the notion of documentary, then why should I hide my own community and my own self within that? I was part of ACT UP, I was part of Queer Nation. I had always been out. And so my friends and I started just messing around and wearing mustaches for the heck of it to the bars. They're all lesbians with fake mustaches on. And I started thinking about, well, what is the idea of masculinity and what does it mean to be butch? And how do we as women embody that? I was shooting large format, so I was shooting 4x5 negatives. And you can see all the webbing and the glue and the falseness of the photographs and being and having. I think the portraits are both comfortable and also uncomfortable at the same time, and I'm curious about those in-between spaces. Some days I'm more of a girl and some days I'm more of a boy. It just so happened that the community had a lot of issues in relationship to explorations of gender identity. And I happened to be there at a time in which it was being played with a lot and ended up documenting it through a series of portraits. After the images became very well known, people would come up to me and they'd point to a portrait like Angela and they would say, well, is that a boy or a girl? And I would say, well, it's a woman, but that's not the point of the body of work. The point is that we are very fluid with gender and we always have been as a community. I'm hoping that there's this common ground that we can all come together on as we keep growing culturally and hopefully as difference begins to dissipate to a certain extent of what is a social norm, that those things will fall away. I really hope that everybody just understands that we're all human